Simon was a young, ambitious man who lived in a modest neighborhood with his family. At dinner, he often found himself torn between the conflicting beliefs surrounding him. His father, an honest man who believed in hard work and stability, would often remind him, "Life isn't easy, son." His father continued, "You need to study hard, get a stable job, and work diligently until retirement." On the other hand, his uncle Richard, a successful businessman, was always full of confidence and offered alternative advice, or you can learn how to make money work for you instead of working for it. Simon felt conflicted. He admired his father's work ethic, but was intrigued by his uncle's success. As he sat in his room, surrounded by walls covered with plans, he was facing his first true dilemma. Should he take the government job he was offered, a secure path in his father's eyes, or risk it all to dive into entrepreneurship? While reading a book on entrepreneurship, Simon grappled with this inner conflict, wondering if he was genuinely ready to take the risk or if he should play it safe. Unfortunately, Simon's first attempt at launching a business was met with failure. He lost most of his savings due to an unwise investment. With darkness surrounding his small office, he faced his father's disapproval. "I told you this wouldn't work. Now, get back to reality and find a stable job." But Uncle Richard refused to let Simon's spirits be shattered. More encouragingly, he said, "Failure isn't the end, it's a lesson. The question is, what did you learn from it?" In that moment, Simon realized the importance of learning from failure and began to think differently. With newfound determination, Simon embraced a shift in mindset and started developing a wealth mentality. Suddenly, his world was brighter. He immersed himself in books on investment, learned from successful people, and drafted a new business plan. This time, he found a partner and learned the art of managing money wisely, saying to himself, "This time, I won't just work for money. I'll make it work for me." Eventually, his efforts paid off, and Simon succeeded in turning his startup into a thriving business. Speaking confidently at a gathering of young entrepreneurs in a bright and hopeful startup office, he shared his revelations. The difference between the poor and the rich isn't money, it's mindset. When you change your perspective on money, everything changes, Simon declared with a smile. The room was filled with applause, and Uncle Richard couldn't have been prouder. In the end, Simon understood and epitomized the message that financial success isn't about how much one earns, but how one thinks and invests. He realized that poverty and wealth are simply results of one's mindset and choices.